Action.
Right.
You need the radio on, but you can't have the radio on.
Oh yeah.
Copyright, yeah.
Want to see woodworm, Ben?
Hey?
Want to see the woodworm beetles?
Real ones.
Yeah.
They dead.
They look like those. Yeah, there's loads of them. So they look like
Or are they the vine weevil?
well, that's what I was thinking. The
What
maze weevil.
crap? Yeah, maze
long-
weevil.
I don't know. They might be different. I haven't got glasses on, so it's a little bit. That one I took a photo of. They've got to be there, haven't they? For where they are, but.
They're alive.
Oh yeah. These. Whoops.
Huh.
I'm really sorry about this.
Squash.
Yeah. I don't want to kill them, but I do at the same time. No, they're not sorry. Sorry about the hand. It's just nice to see the stone of the house. Down, I'm not very good with this. Ben's better about all this than I am. But I just thought the stone looked really nice. Looks a bit manky at the moment, but that's a big hole. The tool, sorry. Down. But yeah. Obviously that will need a repointing. Maybe. Not sure. Doesn't look too bad. They'll definitely need something into it. But it still looks really nice. And this one, with the old wallpaper. Probably going to save bits and pieces. I've told somebody I'll already save them. Their daughter collects bits of old wallpaper, so we've got some bits and pieces to take off and keep for her. There's a couple of bits upstairs as well. So just this bit on this wall now. Feel loath to take that down. I don't know if you can leave them up there just as decorative. Just like it. Bit the same with the Bakelite switches as well. Not sure. Maybe I'll stick them all on a board and have them as a work of art. Not sure yet. But I won't throw. so that's that bit done. Probably going to take all the framework out. Right, so here we go. Carry on with this on the other side of the room. It's a few days later. We went and picked up the car because that was a couple of hours away. That was up in Dublin. We stayed at a friend's overnight to save us the 4-hour round trip. So we got back. What else done? We've done all sorts of things. And sorted the rainwater tank and given that a real good clean, get rid of the sludge. There's sort of this depth of sludge in the bottom of it. What else have we done? Oh, the skip was supposed to go back today, but we got it extended until tomorrow, so we needed to use the skip before that then gets collected, and another one bought to finish clearing out the outbuildings. And now this is the first clear day really that we can crack back on with this again. So here we go. Oh, and Ben put some blinds up, not for sort of really going to town on the interior decorating or anything, just to make it easy instead of keep putting the nets back up and back down every time we wanted some light in the rooms. So we now have blinds on all 4 windows downstairs, which look really good, but we've had to take them down so I can do it. Thought I'd show you my treasure. I'm cleaning the shed. I've got a few little treasures. I'm just going to put some stuff out there. I got an old milk urn, rusted shut, but hopefully be able to sand that down and sand this down as well. And got some other little bits and pieces. But they just reminded me of when I used to go fishing with my dad when I was little. So I'll try and make that look nice again. if you can hear other things, if Ben's upstairs editing because we're really behind on getting videos up. So Ben's upstairs editing. Hopefully we'll get all the ones that we've done so far. Up on YouTube. When I say upstairs, I mean on the safe patch. It's the only place we can get the internet is by the upstairs bedroom window. Good. There's some jab and some nickel. Yeah, a bit of both. Bit of both. I don't know if you can see that. Not very good because I don't know where the camera's pointing. Let's have a look. Camera, oops. Light's a bit poor as well, which doesn't help. But it's quite rotten. Look how much brighter it is. And I've got the light on, but it looks so much brighter with the pale colour on show in comparison to this. This is like one last patch. Excuse that's our kitchen cupboard. Cups, food, saucepans. Yeah, basically this is just our whole kitchen and this one corner at the moment. But yeah, you look at, it's difficult to tell because the light's bouncing off it, so it does make it look a lot lighter than it is. Let's turn the light on. The camera makes it look so much lighter. Believe me, it is not that light. In comparison to the light of the white. So that's obviously the plan we'll probably go with. White walls everywhere just to keep the light, because it just goes so dark. And that, what you see on the camera now, hopefully that comes over in the video, is pretty much how dark it is in each corner when all these panelling sheets were still on there. So it will make a huge difference, or it certainly will for us. I don't know, it's difficult with it coming over the video. I've had my mask on, so you might not be able to hear me properly. But it does make a huge difference because the light obviously bounces through the window onto the white wall the opposite side of the room and vice versa, and it just brightens it up a little. And then obviously these don't help because the joists are black, and that's from the fire, soot, tar, because as bad as they look, and obviously the ones with the mould, they are bad, and where the floorboards have come through, the joists are soft in places. Not a complete joist, but obviously enough to render it unsafe to keep. But the rest of them, I don't know how many percentage wise, but a lot of these joists are pretty sound, even though they don't really look it. They're solid. We'll obviously replace what isn't solid. I think from taking off that panelling, where's the thingy? Over here somewhere. Yeah, by the dresser. That wall joist, that feels particularly rotten, so that obviously will end up gone. But anyway, that's a little tour. I'll stick the lights back on now so you can actually see. And then I've got to move all of this out of the way to do the other side. Oh, I'll do that little bit up there first. Got one more little bit. And then I'll move the rest of the stuff. Right, change of plan, because I've got to get all this framework off first, so I'll do that before moving on to the rest. Could have a bit of a rotten one here. Right. Those doors aren't looking the greatest up there, going into the wall. So they could need propping on the other side. But we're also going to need to get some Acrow props, because up here there is rotten on the out in this bit, so it probably is rotten inside too. I would say that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, that one. They get stronger as they go out, I think. Possibly that one as well. So we're going to need some Acrow props to keep that in, especially now I've taken that framework out, because the framework was probably acting as a support as well, but couldn't see that until the panelling came down. But I'll check along here. There's a possibility they've gone as well. And then I'll check the other side as well. It's starting to look like we might need all new floor joists. Didn't really want to have to do that, because on the whole the central pieces are really solid, other than where the mould is. And on that side they're worse, but that's a shame. But I'll get this bit swept up. 4 days, maybe more, to finish it, but lots happens in between. I'm not being lazy in between, we just had lots happening in between. So it's taken this long, but like I said, I'm not going to take the framework down, all that framework, until we got Acrow props. Make sure it's safe. Thank you for watching.